20 scams in 20 minutes. Scam number 1, refunding. I'm going to explain the scam fully, tell you the cash per day the scam makes, and I'm going to tell you the risk of jail for each scam on a scale of kind of stupid to extremely stupid. It's all stupid. Don't scam. The only reason I'm telling you these methods is to get you to understand how fucking easy it is to make a fuck ton of money. If you want to learn how to make this much in a day legally, watch to the end of the video. Refunding. Risk level, kind of stupid. People make from $100 to $5,000 a day doing it. Companies fuck up when shipping products sometimes. The refunding scam is simply convincing a company that they fucked up, didn't send you the product they were supposed to send you, so you keep the product and they send you your money back. You convince the company you didn't get your product through a variety of methods. EB, just saying the box was in. FTID, creating a fake tracking number that's designed to get lost in the trucking and warehouse system, so it looks like you sent the product back. That's $100 a day. A higher level refund scam would be like what this one guy did with Amazon textbooks, making thousands of accounts, renting these textbooks out for let's say 30 each and reselling them for $300. He went to jail though. Don't go to jail, rjack.net. But I still want to share the information so that you guys realize how easy it really is to make a ton of fucking money. It's out there. It's damn near in your fucking hands. You just have to grab it. Scam number 2, online carding. Risk level, extremely stupid. Anywhere from 1,000 to 20,000.
So this YouTuber, he's giving out real methods and he's giving you the jail time and such. Well, not exactly well, I think he is giving out the years too. But the refund scam, that's a real method. He's one of the only YouTubers that be putting out real game, but he's not telling you to do them. He's just telling you about them, just explaining it.
When people say I just punch sacks, this is what they're talking about. You buy a credit card from a site like Joker Stash, Unique, FE Shop. It's usually these Russians who have made a career out of stealing tons of Americans' credit card information. You buy a credit card for $5 to $50. The $5 cards are going to be $1,000 limits. The $50 cards are going to be $50,000 to $100,000. You probably buy the card with a BIN, which is the first 6 digits of a number, so they can estimate how much they'll get off the card and how likely they are to succeed. Once they have the right card, they go on a site like Saks Fifth or Apple or a gift card site with things like VPN, SOX 5 residential proxies, so the security system of the site they're using the stolen credit card on does not detect unusual traffic. From there, they purchase the item and send it to a drop house. Could be a random address they found on Zillow. They walk up to the house to get the package with the green reflective vest on, so people assume they're doing something important or legitimate, and they collect the package. This is super stupid. You could get caught at the house. If your OPSEC, operational security, isn't absolutely tight, you could have an IP leak, and the site could find your real IP address at your house. So if they're only hitting for the small stuff, they'll make a few hundred a day. You may have seen this with the people who order pizza for you for half off, but if you set up a consistent system to hit for big shit, 10 bands a day, easy. Jail though, rjack.net. My bad, I won't say it again. Scam number 3.
So that method, I would give it like an 8 out of 10 difficulty level. If I was to rate the other method, the refund method, that would be about a 5 out of 10 and not quite as difficult. But for this method, the second method, method number 2, or scam number 2, to find a site, it's going to be a difficult task to find a real site or a real vendor who's actually selling them, because you'll find a lot of sites that will sell you fake bins for the $5 or the $50. It doesn't matter the amount. It'll still be a scam. So good luck trying that if you trying to get into that one.
Fill out this survey for a free TV or free Roblox or Robux, Clash of Clans, whatever the game the kids are playing, or iPhone giveaways that people promote. Stupidity level is only kind of stupid. About 1 to 10,000 a day with this scam, lower chance of getting caught. This is just a scam to get your credit card information. So how does this scam work? They catch your attention with a free item, and maybe they pay the influencer that you trust, you shouldn't, to promote it. You think, this is probably a fucking scam, but it's just a survey, right? Now you fill out the survey, you spend 10 minutes filling out the survey. You've invested so much time that when they tell you, oh, you just have to pay a $1 shipping fee with your credit card, you say, fuck it. And now they have your information. This is one of the ways the sellers in scam number 2 get access to your credit card number. And you could easily get 10,000 people to fill out that survey in a day. Sell each number for $5 to $10. You do the math. Scam number 4, getting people to sign up for phones. Stupidity level very high.
Now that method, for the survey method, is probably a high difficulty to start a website and get the information. But if you were to start a website and get the information, it would probably be the easiest way to scam people per se. If you were into that, if you would, I'm not saying to do that, but I'm just saying if you were to do that, you would just have to have a little bit of computer skills, how to set up a website. But that's the easiest way to get credit card info. But I wouldn't recommend it. jail time and such. But I would probably give it about an 8 out of 10 difficulty, just because you have to have the computer skills to set up a website and then gain traction on that website to get the surveys done. You have to know how to set up surveys on the website.
Talking to people in person who can snitch on you, and you will make no more than a few thousand a day. This scam works by getting people who are either stupid or really desperate for money to go into Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and buy phones under their name or a credit profile's name. The desperate people give the scammer the phone, and the scammer gives the desperate person $100. These phone companies will give a phone to almost anyone. That's how they keep you paying $200 a month at AT&T, because they own your phone, allowing people to pay their phone off over time. The scammer then takes the phone that they got for $100 and sells it for $1,000. When you see scammers flexing stacks of iPhones, this is how they did it. The higher level of this scam is having a person go into the store with a credit profile and a fake ID that matches. While the desperate person going in may only be able to get one phone because they have low or bad credit, the credit profile is going to have great credit and going to be able to get 3 to 4 phones potentially. They'll tell the store lies like, I'm buying these phones for all the employees in my construction, or I'm buying a phone for every member of my family. Scam number 5, the bank.
No, scam number 4. Difficulty level 6. It's in the 6 to 7 range, but it's not quite as difficult as the other ones. Not recommending this. I knew a couple people that might have been into that back in the day, a long time ago. So this method is, I believe, it's still around, but this is about 2018, 2K18 that this was transpiring. Yeah, like he said, someone's gonna be like, hey, let's buy some phones in your name, and then you go into the AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, and they try to get the family plan, all 4 phones. But even if not, they'll try to get like 2 or 3. They'll still get a deal more than paying a whole $1,000 for the phone. So, like I said, about a 6 out of 10, maybe 7. But it works. But jail time, remember, you can't get caught up for any of these things that you do.
Loading scam. Very stupid. You can make 50 or 60,000 a day with this, but you're also very likely to go to jail. This is the scam you see on Instagram where someone says, I'll put 10,000 in your bank account today, just give me half. They do this by finding the account and routing number of any legitimate business checking account that's gonna have a lot of money going through. The banking system is so fucking unsophisticated and unsecure and easy to take money from that all you really need is those 2 numbers. You print them on a check that matches that business, and you mobile deposit it, and they will load 10,000 into that bank account. How do they print the checks? Well, how does a normal business print their checks? With a check printer, check paper, and check writing software, all of which are available on Amazon.com. The issue here is the check is fake, so they may put the whole 10,000 into your bank account, especially if they're an unsophisticated financial institution. This is why you hear people asking specific banks. You have a Navy Fed, tap in. If you have a Bank of America, tap in. If you have a Chase, tap in. Because they know for some reason that named bank is instantly giving the people money for checks and not waiting for the check to clear. Anyways, once the money's there, the scammer withdraws it or withdraws half of it. But you, as the holder of the account, are going to be liable for that money when the check is not clear. You only had 300 in your bank account, and you did have 10, but now you have negative 5,000 or negative 10,000, because a lot of times the scammer will just take all of the money. And that's why they ask you to send them or hand them over your debit card first. Scam number 6.
You'll only have negative 10,000 if the check bounces. If your account it doesn't have the correct history that it needs for the scam to work. But this is probably the most highly used scam today, is the bank loading scam. And like he said, it is quite highly likely that you might get ran off on. But I'm not promoting this, but you do have to give the piece in the bank log to whoever's doing the method for the bank loading. You would have to give up your credit card, but it is a risk. The person might run off, but at the same time, it would take them a long time to withdraw all that money from an ATM, rather than they would have to give you the piece back and you go into the bank yourself and withdraw the money. So he is right in a way. They might run off, but if they were smart and they're not trying to scam whoever's doing the deal, they would just go and give back the piece, the card, for the person to go back in the bank and just withdraw it all at once. If it clears, that is. Like he said, it might not clear, but he said that it would be negative 10,000 if they take all the money out. No, it would just be zero because they took the money. It wouldn't be negative unless the bank sees something suspicious on your account, being the bank loading. So difficulty level, I would say it's about 6 out of 10. Just maybe more like risk wise.
Combos. Risk level, medium, stupid. Cash per day, 500 to 1,000. Maybe a bit more, but not much. Also free food. How this works is most people use the same password across all sites. Have you ever typed in your password in a browser and it told you this password has been used in a data breach? This is what they're talking about. So you can go on certain sites and find the whole data breach. A list of 100,000 emails and passwords for, let's say, Minecraft.com. But some of those Minecraft users probably also use Pizza Hut. So they build software to try the same email and password on PizzaHut.com 100,000 times. The ones that log in are a go. And now the scammer can order free Pizza Hut on at least a few thousand accounts. This is either done by using the person's credit card, which is already logged into the account, making this another form of online carding. But it's way easier because you're logged into the account already, so the site security systems aren't checking for you like it would for a brand new customer. Also, a lot of these people have rewards points, which get you the item for free. All you have to do is be logged into the account. When you see these people on Twitter or Instagram saying, I'll get you Pizza Hut or Domino's for half off, this is how they do it. Scam number 7, profile. Risk level.
Now the combo scam, as he called it, but I would just call it like the food method, free food method. Now that is another popular scam that's going around. Risk level, I would probably give it about 3 out of 10. Not quite difficult. You just have to know someone, a vendor or some sort that actually has it, the site, or like I said, you have to know the site yourself or a vendor who has it. But you'll get free food. Basically, they use somebody else's account. But it's not too much to really say about that. I mean, you could probably still get caught up, but probably it wouldn't really be too harsh. But I don't recommend anything.
Extremely high, extremely stupid. Cash per day like 10 to 20,000, but there's a lot of setup required. You and everyone else has a social security number, and if you're not stupid, you have a credit profile attached to that social security number with credit cards, maybe an auto loan or a mortgage. And if someone gets access to your full's name, date of birth, social security number, security questions like mother's maiden name, etc., they can apply for credit cards in your name. That's how this scam is done. They get access to the information in similar ways to the free phone scam I told you before, but they're a little bit more sophisticated because it's tougher to convince someone to give you their social security number. People sell doctor profiles because they make tons of money and have great credit. Anyways, once they've applied for all the cards in the person's name, they'll get the physical cards shipped to another drop address, or sometimes the person's home address, and usually use those cards to buy a ton of high-ticket items like laptops, max out the credit cards, and then won't pay them off. Don't do it. Don't do any of these. But this is how these scammers are making so much fucking money. Scam number...
I've only heard about this method. I haven't quite dealt with that. I haven't dealt with any of these, but this scam, that's probably a 9 out of 10 difficulty. I mean, it might be like an 8 or something. You really have to have your knowledge in this scamming business, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's probably a higher risk getting caught wise by the police, but yeah, 9 out of 10 difficulty.
8. Spamming bank log. Risk level, medium stupid, but still stupid. Cash per day like 10 to 50,000. If you ever got a weird looking text from a number claiming to be your bank and sending you a link to log in on, it was this. They essentially use fear and make you think someone's taking control over your account and make you think someone's trying to do something bad with your bank account. That login page was designed to look exactly like your bank's actual login page. However, instead of sending your username, password, and 2-factor authentication code to the actual bank, you're sending it to a scammer, allowing them to get access to your bank account. The scammer created the page and the information goes directly to them. them. Once they're inside the bank account, they can use any number of ways to cash it out. The most primitive would be a wire transfer, but this would usually get stopped. But there's always new fintech companies with bad security who will pretty quickly let someone log in with the bank and cash the entire account out with something like Bitcoin or gift cards. Scam number 9, spamming office.
That method is definitely a 9 out of 10 difficulty level. It's definitely 9 out of 10. If you trying to get into that, you would have to have. I mean, I've got a couple of these texts myself to my phone where people have tried to scam me. I don't know if somebody trying to backdoor me or not, but yeah, that's a 9 out of 10. You have to have hacking skills, computer knowledge, really been in the scam game for a long time. Wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't recommend anything.
Risk level, less stupid because it's not directly going after a bank. Cash per day, 100,000 plus, but it requires hella setup, and it's also illegal. Don't do it. rjack.net. This is how the 16-year-old hacked Twitter. Similar to spamming bank logs, but instead of trying to get access to someone's bank account, you're trying to get access to a company's either Slack channel or Office 365 Teams channel. This is where big companies talk about everything they need to talk about. So the process is the same. They send an email or a text message to a person, getting them to log into their Slack or Microsoft Office Teams account with the fake login page. And once they're logged into that account, they can see everything about the business. When they did this with Twitter, they were able to get people verified. They were able to take over username, and they were most importantly able to get inside people's Twitter account, like Obama and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, directly from inside Twitter itself. But usually people just use this to see when and where the business is sending money. And when they see wire instructions being sent in a message, they'll cancel that message and resend a new one that looks exactly the same, but just has a different account and routing number to send the money to. Scam number 10, credit. Risk level.
Scam number 9 is definitely a 10 out of 10 difficulty level. It's all about computer knowledge and hacking. Nah, pretty much. I was gonna say not quite, but nah, it's to be able to do a corporate business scam. You would have to have some knowledge on it.
Absolutely zero. You won't go to jail for this. Cash per day, billion. What? Yeah, the credit card companies are scamming your ass. Colleges all across America were charging tens of thousands for a fucking art degree or a women's studies, but they will never ever teach your ass about credit. Because if they did, people would stop getting into credit card debt they can't afford. They'd stop paying debt because they know how fucking easy it is to finesse the system. And they'd be able to get access to whatever car, house, or boat they want. I know the credit game and I hit these banks over the head for a free Panamera. Go check out my video. That's a $100,000 car. They're like 90. But if I choose to stop paying that motherfucker today and keep the car and wipe it all the way off my credit report. But you do have to put the work in and be a little patient. Doing anything illegal is stupid, so I give this information for free because it's worthless for any purpose except inspiration. But the way to do it legally is valuable. Luckily, if you don't trust me, you think I'm some course-selling Ty Lopez ass scammer, you don't gotta send me the money. Just text me at 310-924-6900 for specific instructions on
Scam. Credit, you are the scam. The credit card companies are scamming everybody, but if you know how to get into credit, you can get a lot of things. It's possible jail time. He said no jail time, but it just depends how you go about it. It's a low risk if you know how to build credit and such, but you'll pretty much ruin your credit if you don't pay off things, but you should already know that.
Burn the money because I'm not just gonna give you the information that cost me years of pain without you putting up something first. Or just go to rjack.net and sign up for the credit code. And even if you don't have any money right now, cool. Browse around rjack.net. It's a free preview on a credit code that won't tell you how to get the full amount, but it'll put 10 to 20 in your pocket. Money is free, bro. I'm telling y'all, this shit is not real. They fucking print it whenever they want, but we can take back the fucking power. I print money now, nigga. I bend these banks over the table and fuck them till I nut. Now, if you felt like any of this information was valuable, there's tons more valuable content on this channel. Watch it all. And if you show me proof that you watched all my videos to at least 70% of the way through, you can tell by the little red bar on the bottom. Text me at 310-924-6900. I got a surprise for you.
Well, he mentioned if you think I'm a scammer and just trying to make you pay for a course, that is a scam itself. A lot of people sell fake courses with fake knowledge of, it'll just be basic knowledge. People in the comment section was like, his course, he basically just says everything he says in the video and just you pay for it. But he said you don't have to buy it, so I mean, I guess he's not scamming. He probably did make a fake course. Not quite fake, but he probably just literally just said everything that he says in the videos and put it in a course. So like, I ain't hating on him. I ain't hating on this shine. Do your thing, brother. Cause you giving out real knowledge. He giving out real knowledge. So 10 out of 10 vid for him.